Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do a Blu-ray review for the double feature of Nightwing and Shadow of the Hulk. But before I get started, I wanted to thank Mill Creek for providing me with this copy so I could do a review for you guys. Um, they are really stepping it up. Their company is growing by leaps and bounds. So thank you again to Mill Creek. Um, we're going to start with Nightwing, which I am incredibly fond of that movie. I always have been. I actually own a copy of it on a multi-pack with Caw and Flu Birds, I think. A few other movies. Nightwing is a 1979 film which runs 105 minutes and is directed by Arthur Hiller, who unfortunately passed away August the 17th of 2016 at the age of 92 due to natural causes. Now, Nightwing stars David Warner, who I remember a lot from my childhood. Two movies in particular, Tron and Time Bandits, are two of my favorites. And he was also in Company of Wolves, which I really need to get a copy of that because it's a really good film. It also stars Nick Mancuso, who was in Death Ship with George Kennedy from the year 1980, I do believe. But this is about a bunch of vampire bats are in an underground cavern. And the townspeople are noticing that the livestock is disappearing and it's also attacking some people. It has a very similar plot to Bats, the movie Bats, which I also did like a lot. This one I like a bit more because it's a better made film. I'm going to give this one an 8, and guys, the transfer to this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Um, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Now, the second film on here is one I have never seen before. It's Shadow of the Hulk. And I liked it. I'm going to go with a 7 on it. I didn't like it quite as much as Nightwing, but I did enjoy it. Now, Shadow of the Hulk is a 1976 movie that runs 92 minutes and is directed by George McCowan, who unfortunately passed away November the 1st, 1995 at the age of 68 due to COPD. Now, this stars Jan Michael Vincent. When I was doing some research on him, I could have sworn that he passed away, but I must have gotten him confused with somebody else. Jan Michael Vincent, of course, was in the show Airwolf, which a lot of people liked. I mean, I thought it was okay, but what I basically remember him for is White Line Fever, Damnation Alley, and my favorite movie with him in it, with Charles Bronson, The Mechanic, which is one of my favorite movies. Um, this was an oddball. Basic synopsis on this: a chief is going to get his grandson from the city. He's like I think he's an investment broker or something to do with. He's like a suit. So the chief is going to get his grandson to take him back to the reservation to break a. It's like a curse on their tribe, and that's all I'm going to say about it. It goes into a little bit more detail than that. Um, it was a bit slow. The pacing was a little off. The transfer wasn't quite as good as Nightwing, but it was really good for a movie that I've never seen. Um, there's a little bit of spotting in the beginning. Colors are not quite as vibrant, but they really did a good job with this. I'm sure they used the best possible copy that they had. Um, Oddly enough, both of these movies are rated PG. And, I don't think it would be a problem for kids to start out with this type of horror. There's nothing really vulgar or bad in it. So, I don't know. I enjoyed them both. Movies don't really have to be rated R for me to enjoy them. I mean, take under consideration Jaws. Now, if Jaws was, you know, up to date, it would probably have gotten a PG-13 rating, maybe even in a like a soft R. But you know, this does have some good stuff in it. Like I said, I am a big fan of Nightwing. I have been for a long time, and this transfer is gorgeous. I cannot say enough about the transfer. Shadow of the Hawk is a movie that I'll definitely be revisiting. It is enjoyable as well. The transfer, like I said, is not quite as good, but you know, for the price, and that's what I'm going to get into now. I dug up some prices on Amazon. This is on Amazon for $8.99. How can you beat that? Also at Target for $8.99. Walmart is $9.96, and Barnes & Noble was $8.22, which was the cheapest price. I couldn't figure that one out because they're usually a little bit more expensive. But I mean, for a Blu-ray double feature, you really can't go wrong. So I definitely am glad that Mill Creek sent this to me, and definitely go out and buy this one, guys. This is a definite keeper. I just wanted to say thank you to Mill Creek again for providing me with this copy. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time.